Get it.
Hey,
Whoa.
hey.
What's going
Savage
on?
AF,
What's up?
y'all.
What's
You
up?
know
What's
what
up?
it
What's
is.
up? What's up?
Savage
What's up?
AF,
What's up?
man.
Yeah,
Savage AF,
absolutely.
man. Forget your feelings. Facts matter. You know what
Do
it
they?
is,
Do
guys.
they really? Do they really?
I mean, hey, so I think our listeners do, man.
Yeah, they. Yeah. People.
I'm
They.
your
People mess
I'm
with
your
us.
boy Black Pedro.
And I am Shang.
There you go. That's what it
I'm
is,
Shang.
man.
I'm Shang, and I just want to let y'all know I changed my name today. I'm Shang, aka
Captain Planet, motherfucker.
Hell yeah. Let all the elements combine, man. Plus heart. Heart was one of them, man. Savage AF, man.
Did you actually do this? Heart, man. It's
Heart
heart.
was one of them.
Heart.
Savage AF, man. Forget your feelings. Facts matter. You know what it is. Black Pedro, comedian Shane. We are here for you Monday through Friday, typically at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, typically. But
No,
when we are here,
typically, we're
it's
normally here, but
always
it's not. You know whose fault it is?
live and it's always on YouTube and Facebook at the same damn time, unless we've been booted from either platform for a little bit. But we're keeping it on the come up. Doing a lot of microphone fondling over there, bro. You good?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, it
Okay, you
was.
good. All right.
Did you say? Well, man, that's hey, man, that's my
Well,
personal.
no, it just
My personal.
we was
No, that
getting a
was my
little
personal
scrapes.
shit. I don't know why you want. All right, but
uh,
let
but
them know.
no. So we're here, YouTube, Facebook Live, same damn time. If you ever miss us live, you know, I'm pretty sure your grandma didn't raise you right. Okay, and that
Yeah,
was the first problem.
I'm gonna tell you right now. If you didn't raise us, if you weren't raised right, and you probably were touched by a relative, and I mean not in a hey, get over here, boy, way, in a hey,
Like not in your heart,
yeah,
but
not
like,
right there, but
but
in your.
maybe like right
All right,
here.
but what you could do is rectify that. Ooh, that sounded bad. Rectify.
Well,
Uh,
not rectify, just
yeah,
rectify.
rectify.
No,
Yeah, well,
you
what you
can
can do
rectify.
is you could fix that. How about that? Are we just going to use that? You can fix that. You can correct it. You can change the trajectory of your life
Your
if you just
timeline.
go to the thing you see. Scroll. Where's it? It's scrolling. Look at that. Look at me doing that.
You
It's
know this.
scrolling down there. If you get a chance, you happen to want to watch it scroll, 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 or you could just go to the page and do like every other normal person that watches YouTube. Ring the bell. Make sure you do that. And you know what? Tell them what it's this thing that's on your hand. Now it's not these fingers, but it's this other finger. Yeah, you need to give us some of these because it helps the algorithm. Give us some thumbs up, and we appreciate you. And if you don't give us thumbs up, all y'all mamas is hoes.
Well, then what the hell is the thumb for? It might it might as well just lop off in the middle of the night while you're sleeping,
Well, no,
right?
I didn't mean to disrespect anybody's moms, but if you don't follow us, really, that's
You have a history of that on here, Shang, where people are like, Shang will be like, and your mother drinks butterflies for breakfast, and then they'll be like, my mom is dead,
I know.
and it's like,
People
oh,
always, and then somebody
uh,
left and hasn't come back since. And you know what? We don't need people like that. It's called Savage AF. What you think the show was? Quit being a little soft ass, yogurty ass bitches. All
you
right.
know,
Now,
hey man,
and while you at it, rate and comment. Ugh. Hardcore all day.
and
Please.
sometimes we're too hardcore for YouTube, and sometimes you guys are too, and some of you may have been booted from that platform,
Yeah.
exiled, banished, sent to the the non-zone, or what was it
Another
called?
realm.
Yeah,
By the
what was
way,
I'm trying to think what is it called in Superman?
it was called the
Superman 2 when
Phantom Zone.
Zod the Phantom Zone. Yeah, there you
It was
go.
called the Phantom Zone. And by the way, don't watch Ant-Man. Listen, I'm kidding. I don't,
Is it out already?
yeah, I haven't seen it. No, I just
Yeah.
saw the clips and went, Oh my God, movies are so bad now. But what is good is this show, and I'm gonna let you know something else. What is even great? It's not just good; it's great. It's this thing that we need as comics, as men, as human beings in this society right now. It's called Instagram. Okay, it's called Instagram, and I'm gonna need you all of you, to follow a young man, very funny young man, talented actor, um, entrepreneur, helper of wayward
Hike,
hoes,
hiker,
hiker, carpenter, which I just found out about him. But
amateur mechanic.
yeah, amateur mechanic, secret agent. Didn't know if y'all knew that.
Well, that's over. That career's over now.
Well, everybody knows it's not secret no more.
Shit.
That's crazy. When you're telling somebody, "Hey, I'm a secret agent." Well, now I know who.
Well, no.
Motherfucker, now I know who you are. But what you need to do is do this for me, for yourself, for the world. Follow at Black Pedro. Follow at Black Pedro. Black. All right. And also, you're already there. You might as well follow at Comedian Shang. Thank
Yes.
y'all for the current boost.
And also,
I appreciate y'all following on the IG.
and like I was saying earlier, I was getting into it is for those who've been kicked off of Facebook, off of YouTube, you can find us on the Book of Face. So if you go to Savage on YouTube, or you're
Why you
just
make it
allergic
sound
to
like
it,
it's the Book of Face?
go to Facebook, man. Is there? So you want to go Savage when you're searching, like Savage A, and then a dot in between it, and then a F, and then a dot. So Savage A dot F dot, and you'll find yourself in a Savage Zen, a zone in which daily, Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, you can get into a Savage Zen zone. A place where we say, fuck your feelings, facts matter.
But do they really?
Oh, damn. Savage A, man, we thank y'all. Loud ass harpsichord. All right, man. Savage A, man, we thank y'all for being here, by the way.
Hey, man, what other show got motherfucking harpsichords? None of you bitches. All right,
not harpsichords and Negroes in beanies. You know what I'm saying? That shit
that's
is
true. We both being it out today, but you know what? It
kicking
is what
knowledge.
it is. It is what it is. Pay the nurse on the way out. Don't care if
I
you
see
got
him.
hurt.
I see him in here. Damani Jones is here. Nicole H. Antoine. Maya Baker doing it always, keeping it hot. Man, AJ Fit, I see you as well. Man, thank y'all for being in here. Thank y'all for helping
Fit, let me tell you
build the
something,
building.
brother. When I meet you, brother, we're gonna clasp hands, and then after that, I'm gonna show you what the true meaning of lifting weights is, brother.
What's up, Twana? Miss Pink the Enigma. I like Miss Pink the Enigma. It sounds like some random X-Men that didn't quite get
it sounds
there.
like magical pussy. Like as pussy goes, it sounds like a pussy.
Well, ain't no enigma to that. You know what I'm saying? Figure that out every time.
I mean, I hear pussy like that, I just go, wow.
Okay.
All right. We're gonna get into the show. We're gonna
Let's get into it, man. Let's do a show.
We're gonna give you the rundown on the run up, on the run up, on the rundown. Get down on the run up. Pedro, tell him what it is.
Hey.
1, 2, 3.
No, it's Thursday, February 23rd, 2023, in the time space continuum for all you fresh doves out there and jive cats. Check this out, man. We're going to end today's show with the Shangry because we have the Minister of Shangryisms in here for you. Critical erase theory. Let's talk about that. Critical erase theory. Get your pencils out. Before we get into that, Black Pedro pop in today. New movement, y'all. Maybe it's just the same old one. FBILM. Let's go. FBI Live. FBILM. FBI Lives Matter, man. Let's talk about it.
Do they though?
Well, we'll see. But before we get into that, we ask critical questions on this show. When you hear this question, you're going to be like, motherfucker, say what? But before we get into that, again, it is Thursday, February 23rd, 20 Deuce Trizzle in the time space continuum. Black Pedro, comedian chain. Fuck your feelings. Facts matter. Everybody make some noise for the FHA. The FHA. No?
No,
Yeah.
no, not really.
Hey, well, for those who ever wonder what has Biden done, what he's done, among other things, child tax credit, infrastructure bill, um, relief money, pandemic wise.
Actually, he did a pretty good job in Europe pertaining to Ukraine and
Yeah, I
his
mean,
world leaders.
and
They
I know we
actually
need
listened
some of
to
that
the
money in
old
the
fuddy
hood.
duddy white man. Yeah.
I know we need some of that money in the hood too, but
Yeah.
pass it on around. But his latest move, and this might help the hood out too, is from your boy Joseph Robinette Biden and his administration, which they're making moves to cut mortgage insurance,
Oh,
such that of the 850,000 people who have FHA mortgage loans, they will be seeing, on average, a savings of $800 per year.
which
Now,
to some people don't sound like a lot, but to a lot of people, that's a lot of dough. That's a lot of cash.
it can make a big
It make a big
difference.
difference.
It could, even if it's just going into savings, for
Right.
a rainier day or whatever. But for people to have any kind of buffer, any kind of pillow, and again, that is on average
That's
$800.
average.
So
Well, let me
that
just
means some people would have less, some people will have more. Now, Shane, before I pass it to you, I do want to put in one very, very important note because, as you see, it's titled "Biden Cutting to Save Dollars on Your Mortgage." Maybe this mortgage insurance rate cut and I think it's going to cut costs by 30% in terms of mortgage insurance. Only applies to individuals who have or apply for and obtain, going forward, an FHA mortgage loan. So you have to have your mortgage through the FHA in order to receive this reduction in mortgage insurance, which again, on average, should save you about $800 a year, and this would affect, as of right now, 850,000 homes.
right. Okay.
What you
And what
think, dog? You with
no,
it? Let's go.
the reason that I was going to say that the only problem with it being exclusive, because there are some other ways where you get loans that aren't through that program, it does shut out a certain amount of people. I understand, but it does include it. So it's one of those macho. It's good, but at the same time, where the people that aren't going through that particular program are going to have the same shit as they've had last year and the year before. Now, the thing is, saving that much money, even though it's $800, some people be a little bit more than $800, which is still a lot of cash that you could put away, or if you want to put it away to fix on your home. This is the problem I have with it. The Republicans are going to use this as here he goes again, giving the poor money, and they're going to ride that because they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck about the middle class. They don't give a fuck about the lower class. The
What
people that are even lower class don't get that the fact that the upper class are trying to fuck them in a lower
is
class.
the reason why they are? Yeah, and but to be honest, though, with 850,000 households eligible for this program, I don't have a number on it, but I'm gonna guess that there's a good number of those that are Republicans. Whether they're poor or middle class or even no,
But they don't care
I don't
about
know.
people, man. It's about punking. It's about punking the liberals. It's about punking the Democrats.
But
Whatever it
but
takes
on
to do that.
but I know I get that's the political realm.
Right. The
But
political realm. Yeah.
on these doorsteps though, on Main Street, right? Like on these front porches,
Yeah.
I think people will see the difference, and it'll be up to Democrats and the White House to make sure that message is hammered home. That
And you're
hey,
right.
you see
Boom.
that extra 800 in your bank account on average?
That's all us.
That's your boy. Yeah, that we did that.
Okay, but
That's me.
this is the thing. Okay, one is going to give the Republicans a whole bunch of ammo because they're going to be like, man, look, he's just giving it out money. He's just, what about the top 1% of the 1%? We want some money too. And I'm like, I know we got tax breaks under fucking orange cunt stick, but we want more. And you're giving out money to these people to saving them money. The fuck is wrong with you? That's what I'm telling you. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the fucking Democrats do. They're not gonna vote for you.
I mean, yeah, you know, an FHA mortgage in its existence, you know, its nature, its essence, I should say, is intended for low and middle income housing, and
Right.
you know, generally require a lower down payment and have more flexibility. And you are intended to get, you know, the Federal Housing Act. I mean, this is what created the American middle class. This single act
Well,
in
it's
and of
supposed to,
itself.
right? It's supposed to,
No, no,
but
no, no, no. It did.
no, you
No,
know, it's
it
supposed
did
to.
it.
No,
No, no,
tell you
no, no,
what.
no, no. It already did it back in the day
Back
when it
in
was
the
first initiated.
day, right? Yeah.
Well, no, 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 I'm talking about history. Yeah, so like that.
Okay, you talking
But
about
it
back?
did that.
I
It did.
know it did it back in the
The word
day.
"did" means
It did,
means
but I'm
past,
talking
right?
about.
So,
Are you trying to tell me that did means past?
come
You
on.
no, I'm
I'm
saying,
saying, that's what it
but
did, though.
now it does. And look, the co-age. Look, well, look, we didn't upset the co-age. I'm going to sue because I can't get a mortgage reduction.
No, we didn't
Boom.
upset her. The FHA did.
But I'm saying the
But
FHA. What I'm saying is, if you ain't rocking with the FHA, you know, you ass out.
well, I mean, you know, thank you for the blessing, Twana. I almost died in that
But,
sneeze there.
but
But here's the thing. I mean, the federal government, you know, by the fact that we're a democracy, sort of still, doesn't have the power to dictate over, you know, the private mortgage market and the private mortgage insurance market. You know, only a certain degree, but you know, they don't. He can't mandate this in the private sector. So, you know, the FHA is where the federal government holds mortgages, and
but
so the you know, and I think it is beneficial for, you know, a specific market, a specific demographic, I should say, of lower and middle income
lower and
houses.
middle, right? Okay, 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 all right,
So
okay.
it's going to help out the right people.
Well, look, it's gonna help out some white folks. It's gonna help out a few black folks. But again, and I mean, don't get me wrong, Biden's gonna use the shit out of this, like pow in your face,
Ammo. Boom.
pow in your face, Republicans, boom.
Maya
Um,
Baker says, a poor, uneducated society is easy to control. We are marching closer to becoming a modern day Nazi Germany right before our eyes.
well, thanks a lot, sunshine. Is
Well,
there
I mean,
any
we
other
were,
shit
you
you want
know,
to say to cheer me the fuck up?
well,
Um,
for Black people, we were already that, right? Like the
yeah,
Nazis studied America and eugenics,
because they
and
knew
you
that
know,
America did racism better,
we
bigger
were just
and
great at it.
better. If
We're
you want to
number
get it
one.
right, if you want to get your racism on, other countries watch us. I'm sure South Africa did too. Now we got people jumping in. How about cutting the double, triple taxes on everything and get rid of credit scores for people, since the U.S. is the only one doing that. I agree,
You know,
and America got some nerve. I'm sorry, America got some nerve with all the debt they in. All the debt America's in with China and oil debt and just product debt. How the fuck are we gonna hold
moral
people?
debt.
There's moral debt. Well, yeah, I mean, well, you can't even measure that shit. The level of moral debt and the fuckery they've done to not only indigenous people, you know, black folks, you know, their own people. I mean, yo, man, I'm surprised they ain't eat their
Well,
own head.
I would almost agree with AJ Fit, but brother, you're gonna have to come up with a way for the American people to get fucked then, okay? Because that's what America's about, man. So if it's not the credit score, then you gotta have something to
Some way
replace
to
it.
fuck
Because
them, bro.
what you're talking about is some communist bullshit, man.
Yeah. What I want them
America.
to do is, if I can't open up their ass cheeks and shoot a wad of fucking huge flesh that's heaping hot flesh in their butthole, then what am I doing? What am I doing in America?
It's it's no, but you know,
America. Fuck
it's like that song
yeah.
though. You know, when we say America is great or we want it to be great, you know, it's like compared to what?
Yeah,
And you
exactly.
know, so what is the standard that we're holding ourselves to?
Okay, but see, we got
Um,
AJ Fig got all kind of fans and shit. Let's start off
Maya
with Nicole.
said,
Yeah. No,
"Oh,
first
you
Nicole
want
say facts. If you own something, you really don't. And then what were you gonna say? What Maya was gonna say?
Maya said credit scores are a racist tool to deny people of color the ability to get loans, buy homes, cars,
Well,
etc.
damn,
Etc.
nigga that sat by the door. Listen, wow. I mean, no, I agree with you, but that's what I'm saying. There's gonna be still a certain like I've been home. What is it? House hunting.
House hunting.
Because I want to move into a house. But part of me is apprehensive because well, this comedy thing's so up and down, and I'm running from the law. Don't know when they gonna catch me. Yeah, I mean, you got to put that in there. And I tell them,
That's a
don't do
virtual
that
background, by
because
the
you
way,
know what?
folks.
Because I have heart.
It's in your heart.
It's in my heart. But no, I think that the bottom line is there is going to be a portion of people that this is going to benefit, and there's going to be white folks that benefits, and hopefully some more black folks. But I just feel like there is an exclusivity to it. It just sounds good. It's like, hey, I'm gonna loan you some money, Pedro, but when you give it back, you got to give it back to me triple. And you can, yay, you gave me some money. But the back end, and if you're not down with that particular thing, that it says it's very specific. I don't know, man. There's a lot of people that
Well,
went after houses outside of that.
oh well, yeah. But that's not on the government though. You know what I mean?
I
Like
know, yeah, I know, but a
or
lot of
the
shit is not on
FHA.
the government, but a lot of shit is stuff that the government could help with and fix. It's just basic shit. We're one of the only countries, if you look at how they're rocking in Dubai with infrastructure, that's mandatory. It's not like, hey, let's negotiate it. No, fuck all of y'all. We have to fix the streets. Fuck all y'all. We have to fix the roads. Where, it's not something the people did. It's like, no, you don't have a choice. I think that in America, I was watching Jim Carrey was saying, he said, you know why Canadians are so nice? We have fucking health care. We have free health care. I've never had to worry about it. I can pick my own doctor. It's the same shit I feel like with this. Oh, you should do shit you should do it anyway. I'm giving Biden
Yeah.
props because the Republicans gonna run all the way up his ass, but I still think it's gonna be a shit show when it comes
Well,
to the election.
speaking of freedom or whatever, that the Canadians have, Nicole A says most folks can't even afford homes now. Wages don't match the cost. So maybe these goddamn mortgage savings won't even matter. Shit.
Why
But
am
no,
I
I
on
mean,
virtual house arrest? What happened?
oh no, because you said you were on the run from the government and you weren't sure when
Oh,
they were going to catch up. That's all.
okay. He's owning the house.
Shoot. Nicole H said, AJ Fitz said to Nicole, he's been owning his own house with land for a decade, but still paying for the land. Some bullshit. American dream for government collect off of you. Yeah, I mean the government. I mean that is our government's role. Is America landed a free as long as you pay your taxes and pay this all these other fees and read the fine print, but the government is always about getting its cut unless you're really really wealthy, and then they'll let you take your cut offshore.
Well, see, Pedro, when because yesterday Pedro, we didn't do the show because Pedro's acting like a little girl because he wanted to get his brakes fixed so he wouldn't crash into people in his
I like to
fancy
drive
car.
fast and stop even faster.
Yeah, and it's because he has a fancy car. His car's very fancy and adult, and it's a pussy. It's a pussy machine. My car just makes people want to pull up. Hey, dude, you want to race? And that's all I
Yeah,
get.
that's
I never,
fancy.
but I never get no women go, hey, hi, you want to get in your car? It's like, hey, dude, I raced you into the fucking stop sign, bro. We're racing for slips, and it's all about family.
Yeah.
By the way, the
My
trailer for Fast X or 10 or whatever the fuck
10.
is some of the worst shit I've ever
Well, I don't know
seen.
what else they can. I mean, these niggas have raced a submarine at this point.
Yeah, what
I'm
else
like,
can they
all right,
do?
man. Yeah, I don't know
Vin
what else.
Diesel, find another fucking thing, man, because that
Niggas
shit
about to
is
race aliens or a
garbage.
satellite
It's
or some
like,
shit. Yeah.
yeah, it's like, it's all about family.
Chasing supersonic missiles in a Corvette. Maya Baker says financial responsibility and how to balance the checkbook need to be taught in schools before college. I mean, if we're going to keep going with this capitalistic system, it would
No,
be nice. It would be nice to teach people how to operate properly within it. But then the rich couldn't get richer if the poor didn't stay poor. All right, man. So
That was a
Savage
very good
AF, man.
cap. I like the way you kind of, if the rich and the poor, and the way you capped that, you
Don't
you
get
you
poor.
the way you did that, man. I just want to say right there
and,
that
and that's like, I mean,
you know where that
wing.
came from. You know where that came from.
Huh, my heart.
Uh,
Right
right,
here, my heart.
right here.
Oh, well, speaking of hearts, some of these Republican conservative sons of bitches just don't have one. Because when you hear this today,
Emo.
you will really be like,
Motherfucker say what? Yeah. Motherfucker say what? Say yeah, yeah, yeah.
dead babies save money.
What?
Now, if I wasn't expecting that, all right, that was good. That was cute and weird at the same damn time. Now,
Baby needs a shave. Go. What you trying to do? Take me out, bro?
I'm gonna take the banner down for 1 second, and then I'm gonna play this video for y'all right quick, and then let's talk about it on the other side.
Pretty sad.
In the case where child abuse is fatal, obviously it's not good for the child, but it's actually a benefit to society because there aren't needed for government services and whatnot over the whole course of that child's life.
Through the chair, can you say that again? Did you say a benefit for society?
Talking dollars. Now you've got
Yes.
a $1.5 million price tag here for victims of fatal child abuse. It gets argued periodically that it's actually a cost savings because that child is not going to need any of those government services that they might otherwise be entitled to receive and need based on growing up in this type of environment.
Through the chair, Representative, I guess that would be the idea, if I can use a really bad analogy, when you hit somebody, always back up because it's cheaper to
So I
Wait a minute.
just
Wait. Hold on. I need to take. Wait a minute.
so
Okay. Go ahead again.
just for the benefit of information, that's a conservative Republican. Surprise. His name is David Eastman of Alaska. I don't know if you noticed but at the bottom there it did say Alaska Legislature.tv or something. But David Eastman of Alaska saying that, strictly speaking, numbers.
If we're talking cost,
not using your heart.
No.
Strictly cost wise, that it is cost effective when babies, children who die because of child abuse, who are fatally killed because of child abuse, that in the long term it becomes cost effective because those kids won't need services anymore. You see,
Yeah.
because they're dead.
Dead people.
It's like
we're
dead
saving a
kids.
lot of money.
Dead kids don't need as many clothes. Dead kids don't need food. Dead kids don't need books in schools. It's like, motherfuckers say what?
Wow.
And
I was sitting there listening to it, going, if I was a kid, I'd be like, fuck the Republicans.
Yeah. And the response basically was in a more politically correct way was, bitch, what? Like the dude literally said, I don't know how to respond. Like, it goes on a little bit more. You can look up the clip. I just posted it on my IG at Black PEDRO. But it's one of those, like, he was just like, I don't really know what to say to that, man. Like, the pain that families go through is immeasurable when they lose a child like that. Like, how could you even be talking about how much money we'll save by all these kids getting choked out? Like, what, you got a dead baby dollar jar or some shit? Like, almost got enough to go to Wally World. Like, what the
There's
fuck?
always levels that they go to, and they've gone to a new one. They've gone to another new depth.
Yeah. Nicole, that is the true definition of fuck them kids. Now, I would also like to take this moment to put a hypocrisy spotlight on just the conservative movement that I'm sure would never be up in arms about this. I mean, this is a probably a conservative study on numbers and blah blah blah. But for you to be pro-life, right? For this that's because for that movement, conservative Republicans to be so pro-life, almost unilaterally, to have one of them out there, talking about how much money you save when the kids die. This is just incongruent, hypocritical bullshit, right? Like,
It's called hip
what,
hopocracy. Oh,
oh, hey,
hey. Okay, now you get. So wait a minute. Hold on, let me get it straight. So if you beat the kid to death, I'm gonna be able to save
it,
some money. Is that what
it'll
you're trying to
save
tell
the
me?
state. It'll save the state a lot of money, man, in the long term.
If the baby, so say I throw the baby down the steps, right?
Mhm.
And the baby's head hits the bottom of the steps. The baby dies. Baby dies.
Baby did.
That means we get more money in our pocket. Is that what you're trying
Well,
to tell me?
yeah, a long time because it's what they say, sir. It's cheaper to bury a baby than carry a baby. You know what I'm saying? So, you won't
But
have to feed it no more, or give it sunshine,
and the
or take
fact
it
that
for
he
walks.
said it and he felt kind of proud about himself when he was saying it. Like,
Well, what?
if
Well, the dude. Well, I mean,
he
the
said
dude
what
was
he
like,
said.
"Wait, what are you saying?" And he was like, "Well, we're just talking numbers, okay?
If we're just
Not emotional.
strictly
I get it. Babies are cute. They should live until they're 80, but whatever. Numbers wise, the more that die, the more we're gonna save on public
that's all.
schools, and then we can apply that to trips
You
to
know what?
Cancun, guys.
You know
Come on,
what? We don't have to put as much money in set asides for Huffy. You know why? Just not as many little bikes. They were
right?
good. It's
Nicole H
evil.
says switching to Geico will save you money too. Yeah, Alaska, try that. Have you guys looked into a new insurer? Have you thought about applying for the FHA
Wow.
mortgage
Yeah, Maya
insurance
went there.
deductions? Maya Baker said that would only apply to the babies of the indigenous population. Whites should always live.
Well, this is true when you
Just so
look
y'all
at
know, Maya is black for those who don't know
okay,
it.
well,
So
yeah, so we don't get
didn't want you to
flagged on
think we
that
had
one.
some KKK queen in
There
here.
was a movie I saw that I forget the name movie. True, Volta is in the movie. He starts off the movie. It's about insurance companies, and they were talking black baby. Black baby dies. Well, we don't have to pay as much. White baby dies. We have to pay out a lot. So we got to make sure as many white babies live as possible. Now, say it's a Hispanic or an Indian baby, or as they say, American Indian, whatever.
Native American.
No, he did like this. He said American Indian. He did like this, which makes it even worse. Say one of them dies. Well, they're closer to us, but still, we don't have to pay out as much. And this is a fact. The reason that a Black Lives Matter thing can resonate across different elements is because there's in a lot of ways they don't give a fuck about black babies, black children, black young men. What was the kid that got shot in 30 seconds? He was like 7 years old. They said, well, he was a man with a gun. And there was anybody in the feed, help me out. Bueller.
Bueller.
Um,
Bueller.
they don't see us that way. But in this situation, the dude was just talking crunching numbers. He was just how does he treat his own kids? How does he treat his wife? Now, strictly from house and whole standpoint, honey, if you were dead, I wouldn't have to pay for all your extra shit, and I'd get a bigger closet, and your shoes wouldn't be messing up the house. So, in the long run, sweetie, if you were dead, if I say you were dead, I know I married you, but if you were dead, the cost efficiency of you being gone would just be
We'd say this house would save a lot.
a lot of money.
So
I never looked at my
yeah,
son and thought, man, if you was dead, man, I'd take that room and make it a game room. It's just
I mean,
wow.
yeah. I mean that was just like some cold
Oh,
blooded. But you just got
I'm not going
I think
nowhere.
a lot of us know what we're dealing with in terms of these people and their just honestly lack of morality, lack of any sort of humanity. But it's always good to see it on the record. so that when you get to punching people in the face, you'll be like, well, you did say that now, and we tried to tell you stop talking like that, but you kept talking like that. You did it on record, and now slap slap. So yeah, and this is for the kids. We're doing this for the kids. Hey, look, the kids got hair like me too, with a little mohawk
Right,
thing.
little Mohawk. And
I
he's
like
like,
it, man.
what are you trying to say if I'm not
Wait,
here?
that's not my baby. That's not me and Miss Adler,
Well,
baby. I know.
wow. Okay, I was
Uh,
going to say something. That is actually, by the way, I wanted to say congratulations. One of your hoes came through, and now you have a child, and
yeah,
his name is Insurrection.
there you
Look
go.
at him. Well, hey there, little
Yeah,
Insurrection. You want your
you need
country back? Hey there, you want your country back, cutie? Huh? Huh? You want to stab the cops? I'm sorry.
right. All right,
That was
man. So here we go. Wait, so yeah, we'll I guess we'll keep pushing from that because yeah,
pretty dark.
I mean, but it's really the heart of the Republicans that are dark when they get out there and they want to talk about saving money over dead babies. We're gonna keep it pushing, y'all. Savage AF, man. Fuck your feelings. Facts matter when we do it. I do it a little something like yeah.
Hey, 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 it's your boy Black Pedro, popping in, hey, 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 with another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'.
Hey, it's your boy Black Pedro with another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'. Ah, all right, man. We talked about it. There was definitely speculations and beliefs of things of this nature occurring. But it is good to begin to see documentation and some names being put to it. Check this one out, y'all. I'm gonna give y'all a little something right here. Check this out.
The FBI hired an informant to infiltrate the 2020 Black Lives Matter protests, instigate violence, and entrap activists in crimes, according to an investigative journalist. Informant Michael Vindecker was reportedly paid at least $20,000 to spy on protesters in Denver and turn peaceful protests into violent ones. He gained the trust of protesters and eventually became a leader in the movement, and accused the real leaders of working with the authorities while also setting up others to be arrested. Trevor Aronson is the host of the podcast Alphabet Boys, which covers how the FBI infiltrated racial justice protests in the summer of 2020. Aronson says the FBI used counter-terrorism tactics against protesters.
The FBI used informants or undercover agents to put together terrorism plots that then they could attract people to be a part of, then foil them and announce to the public a terrorism plot foiled. It had been theory that I'd had that they were using these types of tactics that had been perfected during the War on Terror against protesters, but I couldn't prove it. It was something that I was searching for evidence of, and then finally a source was able to provide me with these records and these recordings that showed how the FBI had taken a violent felon and used him as an informant.
The tactics are similar to another program that the FBI used from the 1950s to the early 70s called the counter.
That program was called COINTELPRO, the counterintelligence program. They used it against Black Panthers, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, the Native American movements, to infiltrate and instigate and break up all of those causes and those individuals as well, to cause problems in marriages and just break up any groups that were preaching Black and brown progress. Fast forward,
Wow.
50, 70 years later, and we got the same damn thing. Now, I know we all talked about this. I think back then, Shang and I were doing it on Instagram, but
Right.
we all watched these protests, and I know one thing that I was commenting on is like, man, for Black Lives Matter, it's a lot of white people out there. You know what I mean? And a lot of it seemed positive, but some of that stomping and burning stuff I saw, I was like, those are white people doing. Like, I'm looking at it. Those are white people burning shit and rioting and stuff, and we didn't know who they were. I remember in
What we do
Minnesota.
now, motherfucker?
Yeah, in Minnesota, there was like that. I don't remember. He looked like the fucking Undertaker, but he's just a big white guy,
Yeah.
all in black, covered up, and he was going around busting out the windows at this AutoZone or whatever. and little homie from the hood was trying to fight him. I'm just an obvious instigator in that sense, right? And now we see these reports. We have a name, this Windecker, who was paid, like they said, $20K to infiltrate, instigate, and then obviously entrap these people. You know what I mean? Like, hey guys, let's go blow up a building. Okay, freeze, you're under arrest. Like, yo, it was your idea, no. So
well, you did it.
And then we see how all of that has been used politically, right? It's such that, and also we understand whose administration all of this was under. Your boy Trumpy, Central Park 5 Dumpty, it's become this political weapon. Although the violence of 2020 has been used to attack BLM, Black people, wokeness, any woke movement, any mention of being woke, CRT at this point,
Jewish people,
African American studies, Jewish people, like all of this stuff, right? And none of it has yet fallen back on what is now being revealed as the obvious source. White people, white men, the FBI, not all of them, but
sorry,
yeah, the ones who put on them,
I thought
any of them, though. That's not all of them, but that's a
good amount of them. Okay, so what's up, Lady Hazel May? The thing about that, I just want to say is, it's like, when do I not get surprised? When am I get surprised? Because I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
I'm more like, yo, this is the normal. The FBI has always done that. Or if you look at the Black Panther organization, but they don't go in and try to disrupt the Proud Boys or the KKK or the white nationalists, but they infiltrate the Panthers and try to get rid of them or kill them off or blow them up.
Well,
I don't remember hearing any Klan offices.
No. They do though. They do. They actually do infiltrate the Proud Boys, the Oath Keepers, or they monitor. They do infiltrate the KKK. They monitor that. But that's all they do is monitor it. I mean, we've seen them stop some kidnapping plot here and there, right? But really, they're just kind of watching them. But with our organizations, right, there's a concerted effort, and our leaders, there's a concerted effort to dismantle. You know what I mean? And so on the observational level, on an infiltration, in terms of infiltration, the government is watching everybody. They're only doing stuff about Black organizations, right? Like those are the only ones that they're actively trying to affect and dismantle and destroy and kill. So that's the difference I see in that scenario. But while and I put on when I posted this on or reposted it on Instagram because I saw it on DL's feed, DL Hughley, that is. But when I reposted it, I just put when it's a conspiracy and not a theory, right? And I think that's an important thing for us to know here too, is that we've always talked about in the hood, in the Black community, how they own us. They don't want us to do this. They don't want us to have homes. Right. They don't want us to have money. They don't want to give us loans, right? And it all sound like talk. It all sound like, oh, you're just complaining. And then some FBI reports get on, some documents, lose their top secret status or whatever. And it's like, oh, no, yeah, J. Edgar Hoover was actually tapping Martin Luther King's phone. And they actually did everything they could to take down the Black Panthers, and they did it. And no, the FHA literally was racist and did not give loans to Black. Oh, now we see the data and the stats. So our conspiracies are often proved to not be theories. But
right. And their conspiracies,
they're proven to be true. And their conspiracies
are Jewish space lasers.
Yeah, and just made up bullshit.
We're so like right now, Marjorie Taylor Greene. I want to succeed from America, and the blue states stay where they stay, and the red states stay where they stay. But if you move into a red state from a blue state, you're not allowed to vote because we don't want you bringing that tomfoolery over here and your nigger-tasticness to here. I mean, we already know that's what it is. Free Kales, really, Nicole H. We talk about this in Free Kales.
We're not talking about R. Kelly. I'm sorry.
No, we're not talking about R.
Yeah, I know the boy did it. Yeah, I know the boy did it.
I mean, but at the end of the day, when you hear shit like this, if anything, I'm this is dark. I'm glad, sir. I'm glad I'm stomping closer to death because I don't
Right.
want
Okay.
to deal with this shit. This shit is such fuckery. That America's so full of shit, and the fuckery really.
Well, you know, at least
In
as a
2021, they were doing this shit. Ah!
but you know, at least as a community, we can have knowledge and proof, and you know whether other individuals want to accept it or not, uh, you know, won't be relevant. We should use our knowledge and this information to understand how to act moving forward and not just react, you know, but like either bring about change or you know maybe some
So
touching
hold
has to
up.
happen. I don't know,
So it
but
was the motherfucking FBI.
and the funny
Listen,
part is they send a white dude in to infiltrate.
and that what's fucked up. This shows us how weak were these motherfuckers when you let the white dude infiltrate and
Well, I
become
mean,
a
you know,
leader in it or a leader in it.
there's chapters all over the place and stuff like that. So you know, I'm not sure.
No,
I
it's
didn't
some
get a
sucker
sense that
shit.
this guy was a national leader. I don't
I
know,
know, but
but
still, the fact that he was a leader, it was sucker shit. It reminds me of Malcolm X when the white lady said, "Hey, you know what? I'm a good person, and is there anything I can do?" And Malcolm X said,
you know,
"No," and walk past
yeah.
him. No,
Well,
this
you
guy.
know, but you know, that being said, Malcolm X was shot by black people.
I
No matter
know.
who
It's
was
just
behind it, if black people pulled the trigger. Also, we see with the Black Panthers that you know that was a black agent that you know
oh
allowed
no.
them
If
to
you
take,
there's a movie,
or at least like Fred Hampton, I would say,
well, what's that
in
weird
his
actor
murder.
that plays in movies and he's always weird and like he just looks like he
They're
definitely.
all weird, man.
No, no. There was a movie where he infiltrated the Black Panthers. The dude that was in Black
Yeah,
Panther won a Academy Award or was nominated or something for Academy Award.
you talking about Judas and the Messiah.
Judas and the Messiah. He was a black. He was basically he
Yeah,
was
that's what I'm
going
talking about. Yeah,
right.
he that got Fred Hampton killed. So
But that actor is very strange human
Lakeith
being.
Stanfield.
Yeah, Lakeith is yeah, he definitely eats bugs. But I'm
I'm not sure
saying
we know that. I'm not sure we know that.
I don't well,
If
I
you're gonna
just
say
came with
facts
a
matter, I mean, I can't
all right,
endorse
you
that.
can't
I
say
don't
that,
know.
but okay, put it
I
this
don't
way.
know.
I've been around I put it all right, so you want to go there. I've been
He was the
around this
one from
weird
Get. He was in Get Out too. They were both in Get
I've
Out.
been around that weird
Hilarious.
nigga and the nigga's weird. And yeah,
Oh
so
well, that's different.
and say you're
I don't
gonna
know if
say
you saw
something to
him.
me, man. Go ahead, say
Hey,
something.
it's Uncle Stabby. Welcome to the show.
Yeah. No, I mean I know what you're saying, but I just feel like this is just I sound like an Irish cop. Wow.
He wasn't
Wow.
black. Well, either way, man. We did. What I was gonna say is snitches come in all shades and colors. So, you know, whether it's a white guy like Winnedecker, who they used to instigate BLM and besmirch that movement, because you know, ultimately, whether you agree with the tenets of the organization or whatever, the ideology behind it is true. You know what I mean? And the efforts and the attention and the bodies they brought to the street. Uh, you know, every time the cops bring a body to the street, it is necessary. It is a part of a collective movement, an overall movement in a general direction. But yeah, so
Well, you know
you
what?
know, to have a white guy come in there and instigate it, and now, like I said, it's become this political weapon,
Right.
and you know that's the problem.
I want to say something to White T. Johnson, okay? The goddamn blacks. You see? Look at him. Look at the black. Just a
I'm out of here.
yeah. You know what? He just look at him. It's blacks. The blacks. Let me tell you about these blacks. Okay, they're pretty easy to manipulate. You put some
First of all,
chicken.
they're
You put
everywhere.
what you do is you put a box down with a stick. And you put some chicken in there, some watermelon. And they go in
Tie
there,
a string to the stick, and
tie
then
the
they go to
string to the
get it.
stick. As soon as the box falls down, they don't realize the box is cardboard, and they can't get out. Then you know what? After that, you know what to do with them. You fucking sell them, or you tell them where the cops are so they can pull them over. I just have theories. That's just me.
Hey,
Boy, you niggers. I
we'll
love
make them up
I
as
love
they
your
go
music
along.
though. Let me tell you something. I love your music. That Flocka Waka, whatever his name is, Flicky Wicky. I love him.
He's flame. He's flame.
He's fucking fantastic.
Yoga's flame. All right, man.
That's
So
Savage AF. This is what
watch
we
out,
do.
y'all. There
Watch
might
out
be
for the
some FBI
FBI.
in your BLM.
I don't
So
trust the CIA. I don't touch the FBI. And now that I'm a big fat motherfucker, I don't even trust PIE. I don't trust none of it.
I don't trust WWE.
I don't trust
Man.
none of this shit. These motherfuckers been trying to get us and take us down for a while. Okay?
Sure.
Yeah, Savage AF all up in your motherfucking grill.
Savage, Shane, get us up out of here. That's your Black
That's the
Pedro
thing.
popping for the day,
That
yo.
Black Pedro popping made me at first the babies and now that. Wow. It's
You know, I bring light to
thanks
this.
for. By the way, Pedro picked some very how can I say it? Dark
This shows
topics.
it's about upliftment. Well, you can't see the light unless you're in the dark.
Okay, no, you're still in the dark, man. The fuck?
But you can see the light.
But you're
And
still
then
in
you're
the
like, I want
dark.
to go over there where the dark is.
Look, man,
I'm saying it just gives you
you trying
a
to
compass point,
illuminate
somewhere
with
to go to.
the facilitate the illumination so they have some idea of a direction of a path to go towards the light. But where I'm from,
Directionality.
you're going towards the light. That means you dead.
Yeah.
If you're going towards the light. Now, Savage AF, make sure y'all check us out.
Now.
And check us out on all these different platforms. You know what to do. If you go and you subscribe to the channel, you got to remember to click the little alert. Bell, make sure you do that. Make sure you give us the thumbs up. We have to tell you all the time, and I don't want to tell you again, okay? Because I don't have to like you. Do I put food on the plate? Do I put clothes on your back? I don't have to like you, okay? The goddamn thumbs up.
If you look at the paperwork for parenting, it actually doesn't say anything about liking the child. Legally, it's more about custodial.
And these babies is grown as fuck now anyway.
Yeah, who tattooed the baby?
It's called
had a sailor tattoo.
It's called Photoshop, nigga.
How was he allowed to be a yeoman on a naval ship?
When was he at sea?
He probably got Filipino kids. He ain't met port to port.
Port to port.
Just dumping off in them.
Make sure.
All right, man, Shane, get us out of here, man.
Make sure you follow at Black Pedro, and make sure you follow at Comedian Shang on the Instagram. My anger with
SHANGRY.
the fact we're not more serious about what's going on. My angriness is from a specific place in America called Florida. Listen, it's called critical erase theory for a reason. Because right now they're trying to erase everything about us. They don't want kids to know that they were dirty, backward, fucking racist cunts that used to hang people from trees and call it pick a nigga, which was in picnic. Okay. They don't want us to know all the greatness that we have of our culture and don't want to teach it to our kids. They don't want to teach it to white kids because white kids will feel bad. White kids will feel bad. So Pedro, don't let them know that Malcolm X and Martin Luther King and Harriet Tubman. But this is a very good book. Yes. Yeah. Put your fist up. Critical Race Theory, which this is the 3rd edition. You should definitely check it out. But what it is basically they don't want it. And I'm going to tell you where it's coming from. Ron DeSantis, AKA holds in a fart way too long. Just a horrible human being. And now he's trying to act like he's a man when everybody knows, if you look at this, he was basically always trying to kiss the ass of Trump. That's what he was trying to do.
Getting it lined up.
He's trying to line it up, bam, up in his booty hole. And the bottom line is right now, critical race theory, let me say it again so for the motherfuckers in the back that can't hear me. Let me say it for the people in the back that can't hear me. Critical race theory is not being taught to fucking preschool. Shut the fuck up. Critical race theory is not being taught in fucking high schools. It is not being taught. It's a college elective class. It is up. You have to be in college. What the fuck are y'all talking about, you dumb bitches? Ron DeSantis, I smack that smile off your bitch ass face, you muppet, you fucking muppet. I'm sick of this. Oh, let me take a break. Okay, no, I'm just saying I'm sick of this bullshit where the fact that people are still feeling like, don't teach my kids to stop teaching critical race theory. Parents said, look at these old Pet Cemetery bitch ass motherfuckers. Are you kidding me? Y'all should be dead. You one breath away from dying. Look at that motherfucker's face, you white prune. And by the way, that white dude standing there, that
Yeah, he
motherfucker's
looks bad.
30, no, he's 34 years old.
Yeah, he kind of looks like the dude from Poltergeist,
Yeah, he
like
do.
but he dyed his hair.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
like trying to make it like he just signed up for Tinder and
Look
doesn't
at
want people to know that he's from the
Hey,
netherworld.
ladies, you
So
like
he's
the new
like,
shirt? You know what it is? Look at
yeah,
the
he's
shirt.
like, they told me color makes me look alive.
But the bottom line is critical race theory, Ron DeSantis, and they're trying to erase our fucking history. They don't want them to know, they don't want little kids, they're little white kids, who they call us snowflakes and they're snowflakes, to know the greatness of black people, the resilience of black people, and the fact that they're trying to do it in Black History Month, the shortest month of the fucking year, which it shouldn't be no Black History Month. It should be Black History, period, because we didn't stop working and stop picking cotton at the end of the month. We didn't just, we was picking it all the way through the year. And we created this country. We fucking the style, swagger. We didn't create the country, but I'm saying we basically held it down. So Ron DeSantis and Satan, Ron DeSatan and Trump and all you motherfuckers that are trying to use critical race theory or CRT. Okay, wait a minute, Maya, you're gonna jump in there. But the history taught in elementary and high schools need to be the real American history, which is the history of blacks, Native Indians, Asians who helped build this country. Exactly. And I think that critical race theory, they're using it as a political pawn to play to their base. So their base will get upset and feel like they're coming to get our guns and they're coming to fuck our white women. Now, in this case, on this show, there is one of us that is definitely coming to
I'm
fuck
on
your
that.
white
Listen,
women.
listen.
Okay.
If they don't give us the mule and the fuel, then nigga, I'm gonna get that Yule.
It'll be
Yule,
Pedro.
that's that soldier boy.
Critical race theory is something, remember this. I want everybody to know this. Remember this. And if you're white, you watch this show. It is just a tool and a fucking buzzword they're using to scare people to feel like, oh, they're going to teach our kids to feel bad and feel that we're all racist. Well, if you actually prop this shit up in Florida with Ron DeSantis, then you are racist, because the fact that they're taking books out of the fucking, right now they're taking books off the shelves, especially specifically books about black people. We can't read about Martin Luther King. We can't read about, George Washington Carver. We can't read about that shit. Then if you don't see that this is a huge problem where they're trying to erase our fucking history, then you just don't get it. Because if you don't know your past, you don't know your present. You need to know your past. And we need to get on this shit and take it a lot more serious, because now Texas, believe it or not, is going to take the playbook from Florida and try to do the same fucking thing and take the books out and things out in the schools there for kids. They worried about their kids. We worried about our kids. We got to make sure we do something. All right. And by the way, the one lady called and said she wanted to see when you were available. The one in the middle, Pedro. She said,
"No, man, I ain't hitting that again."
Oh, not again? Okay.
It was dry. It was dry.
Of course it was.
Yeah. That buttermilk powder, man. Savage AF, man. Don't erase the history, y'all.
Yeah, that's happening right now.
And that's why it's up, that's why it's up to us as a community to make sure that at least we always know ours, which we always have. And those who don't know their history are doomed to repeat it. So the Crackers lost the first time. The Crackers will lose again if they really.
Well, it's getting serious, because if you look at what DeSantis did in Florida and how many people backed it, and you got the Marjorie Taylor Greens out there fucking pounding the pavement talking about the shit, and then you got
divorce.
Yeah, you got all of these people. Joy, what's his name? I forget his name. He's a fucking racist cunt too. All of them are really pushing it, and right now, you know, it's working, at least in Florida. So I just think that if Texas does it, which is a huge state, I think all the other red states are going to take that and go, hey, open season to erase everything pertaining to black folks. Critical race theory is not what they think it is. Don't ever let anybody, if they say some shit like that, check them.
Lady Hazel May said I'd fail a history test right now, but she wouldn't fail Black history. And if they did it right, Lady Hazel May, they'd be one and the same, girl.
Boom.
And you would have graduated high school. I'm fucking with you, girl. Stop playing. Let me see your diploma. Anyway,
Wow.
Savage AF. You know we be fucking around. She said, "Who is General Lee?" Girl, you know that's the car that Bo and Luke Duke drove.
Right. Everybody knows
learn
that,
your
you know.
history. Learn your
Why
history.
don't you know shit? What's wrong with y'all? Savage
Write it
AF, check
down.
this
It was
out.
a CBS show.
Make sure you, where you going to be at? You're going to be at tomorrow.
Tomorrow night, I'm hosting the 10 p.m. show at the Comedy Chateau in North Hollywood,
Yes.
California. Here, right on the edge of LA. So come on through, man. If you got it in you. What you got up, Shane?
Yo, I'll be tonight. I'll be at the. I'll be fighting. Be slicing up these jokes.
He's been hired by the show now. The Abbott has hired him.
I'll be at the nightcap at 8:00.
You look like lizard number 6, the tortoise or some shit. Like, what is?
I'll be there telling jokes at 8:00 if you live up in the valley, and then at 10:00 I'll be in Long Beach at the Lab Factory, apparently having a stroke.
Well, there you go.
I'll be there, and then next week I'll be.
You look like a hood Popeye.
Oh, okay, man. Okay, I really do. I didn't think about. I should have put that picture up. All right, and
no, that's funny.
And then I'll be at the Lab Factory this weekend in Long Beach. I'll be at the Fourth Wall Friday in Hollywood. I'll be at the Lab Factory in Long Beach Friday and Saturday at 8:00 Friday. Saturday I'll be at 10:00 Saturday. So and then at the Comedy Chateau Saturday, but on the 7:30 show. So make sure you check it out. And then one more thing, Vegas. I am coming to Vegas for a week. I will be there trying to save your souls and save your life from the cocaine bear. No, that's not really. That's a fake poster. I'm not in the movie. But make sure you come check me out at the LA Comedy Club. It's in the Stratosphere. If you live in Vegas, hit me up on my Instagram, inbox me, and I'll let you know about more details pertaining to the shows coming up. Thank y'all for hanging out with us.
You know what it is, man. Savage AF. That's your Shangri for today. That's your show for today. We will be back here tomorrow, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, YouTube, Facebook Live. In the meantime, man, stay black if you are. Do not be black if you're not. Keep your finger out of your goddamn nose, man.
And by the way, before we go, I just want y'all to know I've changed my name. My new name is
Captain Planet, motherfucker.
Yeah. Take care of yourselves.